I'll say this about Jackson Dart. I respect the way he's trying to play the game, but I also think it's very selfish.
The Pats are back. David Andrews is back with us.
Back.
What a win last night for the Patriots. It was over at halftime last night.
I thought it was over.
First quarter.
Yeah, it was. I'm just saying, at halftime, you could leave the game and go home and know that they were going to win.
Yeah.
You didn't have to stick around. And I see, based on some of the aerial shots, that's exactly what was happening in the second half of that game. It thinned out real quick because it was over, and the Patriots felt like the Patriots beating the bag out of an inferior team here last night, now into the month of December. And I thought that last night proved something that I think we already know and we've already talked about, and that is there's a program here again.
Yep.
There is a structure here again that when you lose guys to injury, there wasn't panic, there was a plan, there was scheme, there was coaching, there was confidence, and there was a level of physicality and a message being sent from the Patriots out of the gate last night in that game that I think comes from the top on down. And I think that's why we saw the result that we got.
Watching the game, I was physically happy I was not out there. You know, when your body hasn't taken any hits for a few months, or shit, it's been over a year for me, I was happy that I wasn't sitting out there taking those hits, because the team and what I found the most impressive about last night, I was listening to you and Gasper before I came in, and you guys were talking about excuses if the team lost the game, right? And I think everybody, media-wise, there was people that picked the Giants to win, Patriots not to look good because of X, Y, Z, obviously the injuries, all this stuff, the bye week. Patriots said, screw all that, coming in here, and, they opened a can of whoop. You know what I mean? Like, they just physical, started fast, flying around. It was a very, when everybody expected them maybe to limp in the bye, they kicked in the door and ran through the finish line here at the bye week, which was, to me, the maturity, the culture, whatever you want to call it, kind of what you were saying before. That was the most impressive thing to me watching last night.
Yeah, Gasper was going to give them the excuse of injuries if they lost the game, and I said, hell no.
Yeah.
No way. That's not what they are anymore.
No, but if they won 20-17, right, and it was an ugly win, you got the win, you've been like, well, no. Hell with all that. They come out there just firing on all cylinders, go into the bye with the exclamation point on, the big stage, Monday Night Football. That to me says more about than how the quarterback played, all those things, than anything else.
The big question going into this game was how that left side of the offensive line was going to play. How did they play? How did they look so good?
I thought they looked pretty good. The first play of the game, they ran the ball to that side. And I think, to me, maybe it wasn't intentional. I didn't really look where the ball was. Maybe that had something to do with it. How Josh. But to me, I think it was intentional by Josh McDaniels. Let's get these guys going, right? They go out there, 4 to 5 yard run to start the game. Overall, I think the run game looked the best it has all year. It was the most consistent. You talk about the Tampa game, maybe statistically was the best running game, but that was 2 60-yard runs, whatever it was, right? Yesterday, it was 4, 5, 6, 2, 4. And then Henderson ripped off 2 big first down runs in the game. Late in the game in the fourth quarter, he had the big 15, 20-yard run where he cut it back. Like, it was the most consistent run game to me. Again, if you want to be critical of something offensively, I'm still critical. They had the 3rd and 1 where they got blown up in the backfield on the run play.
Yep.
And then low red area. They stalled twice in the low red area, had to kick field goals. You score once in that position, it even, we're talking about 45 points now or whatever it is. And that to me is, I guess, the biggest indictment of area where you're concerned is you can't run the ball consistently on 3rd down and 1 or the low red area where it's really, they know what you're doing. Everyone knows what you're doing. And like the fade to Booty, great play, awesome throw, awesome catch. To me, it's great. You have to do those plays. Even if you run the ball, you're going to call some of those plays. But I feel like that was a little bit more. You're calling that because you can't run the ball down there.
Everybody made plays in the game. I think that's the best part of it, that this offense, you can't fall asleep because you got to keep the play alive.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs gets the big fourth down conversion, but blocking his ass off on everything else. He's so bought in this. That's the impressive thing. Nothing changes during the game. Watching the sideline or getting her ass coached off up and down. 3 guys in their faces with Microsoft Surface pads, and it's just constant football, adjust. And you don't see that going on over here on this sideline. No. You see a melee. You see emotions out of control. You got a quarterback who's trying to prove some toughness, gets knocked out of bounds. Yeah, well, that poor decision by not getting out of bounds made one of your linemen defend you, and then your tight end took a swing, and now all of a sudden he gets penalized. So your stupidity for not going out of bounds made your team back up 15 yards. That's the difference between 2 teams.
I will say this. I thought, that play, I was actually doing a suite visit, so I kind of missed it live. It was
fancy.
I mean, I heard the roar.
It was ass over tea kettle. He got hit so hard.
It was so hard.
But he got hit. It happened right here in front of us. Oh, my God.
He got hit 3 plays prior.
It was amazing.
On another run.
Wait, Harold Landry,
Yeah.
But
so the message was, hey, if this guy wants to run, he is a running back.
Yeah.
Hit him.
I thought the team did a great job, the Patriots team, after that, because you always talk about, right, you want to protect your teammates. But in saying that, you don't want to go out there and hurt your team, which they could have easily done, right?
Yeah.
Melee.
They didn't really engage. Christian Ellis was like, go ahead, take me away.
I thought Christian did a great job of, like you said, he was just kind of getting thrown around.
Sure, throw me around.
But then the team went over there, tried to protect him, and they didn't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
That is maturity. There's a lot of guys, especially on the D-line, who knows who was in there. Christian Barmore, if he was out there, I couldn't tell in the melee. Like, hats off to him. That showed maturity because that's a guy I knew if I wanted to fight someone in practice and get the practice going, I could probably make him, get a little amped up, right?
I think there was a meeting right after this all happened. I think it was Jelani Tavai went over to Vrabel, and I think maybe it was Landry, too. Was that? Well, Mapu. It was Mapu and Tavai that went over and sort of met with Vrabel. And he was kind of delivering that message, like, keep this all in check here, okay?
No, they did a great job.
And they did.
They did a great job. I thought, just to me, maybe one of the best complete games out of this football team.
Yeah.
Because all 3 phases played huge. Offense did great. You had Marcus Jones, obviously, with a 94 kick or a punt return. Almost broke another one. To start the game, you had Terrell Jennings.
Got out of that return,
Yeah, with almost, what was that, plus 50 maybe?
39-yard return,
Yeah, you had the fumble, obviously, Christian Ellis again on the kickoff return. Like, all 3 phases made impacts on this game, and you felt their presence. And we used to talk about, right, when you play the Patriots, you got to play everybody, right? It's not just like, oh, this is a great offense with Tom Brady and Gronk. No, you're going to feel everybody. You're going to feel Matthew Slater on special teams and Nate Ebner and on the defense, you're going to feel Dante Hightower and whoever it may be. And you look at all the teams of the past, that is what it felt like. When you came to play New England, it might have not been, this one superstar receiver you had to defend. No, you had to defend everybody. You had to defend every blade of grass. And last night, that's what that felt like from that football team.
I've got so much hate for the Giants as an organization, as a team. I can't stand the Giants. I talked a little bit about it pregame last night, and Gasper was saying, it's because of, was it 42 and 46? What were the years again? 42 and 46. Yeah. And that's not even it. It's really not even that. It's not that drives my hatred. It's the condescending D-bag Giants fans. The ones that are from New England, right? That are like, well, I grew up a Giants fan. They never took the Patriots seriously over the years. And then all of a sudden the Patriots got real good. It's that thing. It's that New England Giants fan thing, the condescending Giants fan that I can't stand, that I've had for a lifetime, that I just know of and am aware of. That's the thing that I can't stand. And I just love to see between Jackson Dart being a complete moron, okay, the way he plays, which is why he's been checked for concussions 14 times this season, and then got blown up on that play. But in addition to that, they've got a top 5 pick who didn't start the game last night because why? He's not going to meetings again?
Multiple times.
And I love that kid coming out. I thought he was going to be amazing. Apparently doesn't have a good head on his shoulders.
Bench 2 of the last 3 games.
What a jerk.
It's tough.
What a jerk.
I'll say this about Jackson Dart. I respect the way he's trying to play the game, but I also think it's very selfish. And you're the franchise quarterback now, and you're everyone's meal ticket, whether you want to admit that or not. But Drake May is Josh McDaniels. If Josh and Drake May look terrible this year, who do you think's getting fired? Jake or Josh?
Josh.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, you are people's meal ticket now, and that's a big load to carry. But, and like, you got to think about that when you play. Like, to me, it's just selfish at that point. It's selfish. It hurts the football team. It doesn't do any good for the football. Like you said, it got the 15-yard penalty. Did you guys, I don't watch the Manning cast, but I got home last night. I'm on Twitter. If you haven't seen it, go look at the Manning cast. Peyton and Eli watching
when it
the hit.
happens.
Oh, it is one of the greatest. They don't say really anything, but their facial expression.
Peyton is disgusted
They're
by
just
the whole
like,
thing.
yeah,
He's like, I cannot
They
believe.
don't say much, but their faces say it all. Both
It's like,
of
you're
them.
in bounds, man. I don't know. Yeah.
Both of them.
What
are
did
just
Aikman
like,
say? What did Aikman say?
I
when
didn't-
that
Same
happened?
thing. They said it was like it's a legal hit.
Yeah,
like
it's
you
a
gotta
legal
get
hit,
out of, you gotta
Joe.
get out of bounds.
Yeah.
I'm
And
sure
look,
Aikman had a similar reaction, like, what an idiot.
yeah, like, look, this is like, to me, it was second down. You got 8 yards, 9 yards, whatever it
Get out
is.
of
Slide,
bounds.
get out of bounds. It's 3rd and 2.
Yep.
Like, I would say this, if it was the fourth quarter, they were down by 3 or down by a touchdown, it's 3rd and 10, and you're trying to go get it, it's okay. Like, it's okay. You're trying to make a play. Your team's down. You need to make a play for your team. But first quarter, 2nd and 10, you're not helping your football team anymore. It's just selfish, in my opinion.
I like Dart. He was my favorite guy coming out.
I do like him.
They can
but-
fix that. You get a good coach. Good coach will fix that. Take care of yourself. Self-preservation. You got to live to play another day. This team needs you. I think he's good for that market there. I think
Boom!
he's good for it.
Oh, man. Peyton's like, you got to be kidding.
Yeah.
He doesn't say anything.
He just goes, oh, my God. He
It's
looks
just their-
away. He looks away. He can't even
facial.
watch.
Yeah.
He's so mad about
Their
it.
facial is just.
Oh, look at Eli. Eli's like,
Eli's like, he lied to
gotta
me.
be kidding me.
Really doing this again? Yeah.
Oh, wow. What a moron.
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh, the Giants. I can't root against them enough.
You know what?
I hate the Giants.
I
hate the Colts. I hate the Giants. I hate the Ravens. Those are teams I
big
really
three?
That's big three of teams I hate in this league.
We talked about a few weeks ago the "Are you stupid" thing.
Yeah, that was stupid.
It's just I don't know. I didn't know you guys did that. Now it's kind of funny because every time we play somebody, you had that play last night. You had the kicker. Like you're just.
Have you ever seen that in all of your playing?
I've seen it on the golf course.
Yeah, that's what it reminded people of. But have
Yeah.
you ever seen a kicker
No.
drive his foot into the turf?
No, and
That
I
was
thought
weird.
this kicker was supposed he was pretty good in Atlanta at one time.
He was like the
right?
most accurate kicker in like NFL history for a
got
stretch
the
there.
yips,
Yeah.
man.
I thought it was blocked.
Yep.
I thought it was blocked, and the holder picked it up. That's why he started running.
I don't know. I've never seen anything like Aikman said or Buck, whoever it was. Like never seen.
Never
anything
seen
like
that before.
Well,
That's
then
a
they
new
cut to
one.
Jackson Dart, and he's
Oh,
rolling his eyes,
yeah.
going, "Oh my god!"
Did you see that?
Yeah.
His reaction?
Yeah, I
Not
did.
exactly understanding the leadership part of being a quarterback.
you
the
go
thing
now.
you're talking about.
I don't know. That was a
Like-
human reaction.
Yeah.